Alright, so picture this. There's this dude, Leonard, right? And get this, he's living life in what seems like a perpetual slow-mo mode. I mean, imagine trying to run on a treadmill while everyone else is sprinting like they're in the Olympics. That's Leonard's life. Now, Leonard isn't lazy or anything, it's just that he was dealt this weird hand by the universe. Everything he does, from tying his shoes to making a cup of joe, happens in slow motion. And it's not just him, even the stuff around him moves like it's underwater or something. Physics? Nah, that rulebook got tossed out the window for Leonard. So there he is, slow-mo running to work like he's training for a marathon in syrup. Meanwhile, his co-workers are watching him pour coffee into his mug like they're at a snail race. They've seen it all before, but it's still a show every darn time. Now, Leonard's got a thing for Cheryl from accounting, but let's just say he's got a better chance of winning the lottery while riding a unicorn. Every time he tries to spit out some words to her, he ends up stuttering like a broken record player. And with his slow-motion mojo, he's never been able to spit out a single word to her. Then, his boss decides to make things even more interesting. He praises Leonard for showing up early and leaving late, but then drops the bomb that his unique quality is killing productivity faster than Monday mornings kill motivation. So what does he do? He invites Leonard to his kid's birthday party as entertainment. Now, Leonard ain't exactly thrilled about being the birthday clown, but hey, it's a paycheck, right? So he goes and pulls off some slow-mo water balloon tricks that have the kids and adults alike scratching their heads. Turns out, Leonard's slow-mo power isn't just for show. It's bending reality like a pretzel. And that's just the beginning of Leonard's wild ride through a world that can't quite keep up with his pace. But hey, at least he's making a splash, even if it is in slow motion. So picture this scene. Leonard's doing his slow-mo magic at his boss's kid's party. And there's Cheryl cheering him on like he's the star quarterback. Bossman, being the sly dog he is, knows Cheryl's got a soft spot for Leonard and decides to play matchmaker. He nudges Leonard to go strike up a conversation with her, thinking it's going to be a slam dunk. But hold up. Just as Leonard's gearing up to make his move, some other dude swoops in and starts chatting. Cheryl up. Classic Leonard luck, right? The guy's slower than a sloth on a Sunday stroll. He's always getting outpaced by life. So Leonard slinks home feeling like he just missed the last train out of Awkwardville. And to add insult to injury, his boss hits him with the bombshell news. Cheryl's getting shipped off to Florida faster than you can say Sunshine State. Talk about a punch to the gut. But hey, it ain't all doom and gloom. Bossman tries to soften the blow by telling Leonard the kids loved his water balloon antics. Yeah, thanks for the consolation prize, boss. Now here's where things take a real wild turn. Leonard's chilling at home, drowning his sorrows in TV static when a news report catches his eye. Turns out, there's this energy drink called Shocks causing a whole lot of chaos. Apparently it's got folks bouncing off the walls so hard they're ending up in the ER with hearts racing like they're in a NASCAR pit stop. And get this, the reason behind the madness is some glitch that's dumping a Chinese herbal stimulant called Chelo into the mix. 9 people already down for the count, all because they wanted 8 hours of energy in a single shot. Guess that's one way to get your heart pumping. So, after hearing about all the chaos with the Shocks energy drink, common sense would say, stay away, dude, but not Leonard. Oh no, this guy's got a plan brewing in that slow-mo brain of his. Leonard, bless his heart, figures if this energy drink can turn people into human jackhammers, maybe it can do the opposite for him. So, what's his bright idea? Hunt down some of that liquid lightning and give it a whirl. Now, finding this stuff ain't as easy as picking up milk at the corner store. Shops are tossing it faster than a hot potato because, you know, health reasons and all that jazz. But does Leonard let that stop him? Heck no. Bright and early, Leonard ropes in his buddy, and they go on a dumpster diving adventure, worthy of reality TV fame. Trash cans become their treasure troves as they rummage through every nook and cranny of the town. After what feels like an eternity of garbage gazing, Leonard strikes gold behind some sketchy convenience store. There it is, a treasure chest of Shocks, just waiting to turn him from sloth to speedster. Without a second thought, Leonard cracks open bottle after bottle, chugging that stuff like it's the elixir of life. And wouldn't you know it, the magic happens. Suddenly, Leonard's moving like a well-oiled machine, talking a mile a minute, and throwing punches like he's in a Rocky movie. Simple tasks like tying his shoes or pouring coffee become the highlight of his day. And running to work? You bet he's putting in Olympic-level effort now. With newfound speed, Leonard's feeling like he's got the world in the palm of his hand. First stop, his boss's office to drop the mic and quit like a boss. Then, it's off to find Cheryl, who's probably in some meeting, but hey, he's got time now. Watch out, world. Speedy Gonzalez ain't got nothing on Leonard. So, there's Leonard, all hyped up on that speed juice, crashing into Cheryl's meeting like he's the Kool-Aid man. Dude's got this big ol' question he's been dying to ask her, right? But just when you think he's gonna spill the beans, bam. The energy drink wears off faster than a cheap knockoff watch. Cheryl's waiting. The room's waiting. Even the dust bunnies in the corner are waiting. But Leonard's just standing there, looking like a lost puppy. Finally, he musters up the courage to mumble out a, "Yeah, I'm fine," slower than a turtle crossing the road. But oh boy, things are about to go from bad to worse. Suddenly, Leonard's gut decides it's time for a revolt. That's right. All those energy drinks from yesterday come back with a vengeance. And before you know it, Leonard's spraying vomit like a lawn sprinkler in the middle of July. Now picture this. His co-workers, including poor Cheryl, are watching in horror as the puke defies the laws of physics and drifts in slow motion through the air. Gravity? Nah, it's on vacation with Leonard's dignity. So, while everyone's booking it out of there faster than you can say, "Clean up on aisle 3, Leonard's left alone with his mess. Bossman swings by, gives him the old "clean it up or you're out of here," and leaves him to marinate in his embarrassment. But hey, life's got a funny way of turning things around. Next thing you know, Leonard's trading in his office gig for a job at an old folks' home. And wouldn't you know it, it's the perfect fit. Those seniors move slower than a snail in molasses, making Leonard feel like he's finally found his tribe. He even musters up the courage to send Cheryl a letter, apologizing for the whole puke fiasco and inviting her to swing by the home, since it's right around the corner from her new Florida digs. And would you look at that? Last scene rolls around, and there's Leonard, chilling in a swimming pool like he's living the dream. And who's that joining him? None other than Cheryl herself, signaling that maybe, just maybe, these two crazy kids are gonna make it work after all. The fans have called Leonard in Slow Motion a movie that is ahead of its time. This is because of its strange but thoughtful idea and excellent delivery. Even though it is only 7 minutes long, it leaves an impact on everyone who watches it. Now, here's where things get deep. Some of the superfans out there are diving into the rabbit hole, trying to figure out what Leonard's sloth-like superpower really means. Is it a metaphor for how we all feel like life's moving at a snail's pace sometimes? Like, we're stuck in slow-mo while everyone else is sprinting towards success. They're saying Leonard's uniqueness is a reminder that we're all running our own race, at our own speed. So, quit comparing yourself to the Joneses, folks. You do you, and eventually, you'll get where you're going. But hey, if you try to cheat the system, you might just end up hurling chunks all over your office like Leonard did. And trust me, that's not a good look.